G'day and welcome back to Duxley Gaming and Transport Fever 2. Yes, we are back finally in Transport Fever and we are looking forward to this. We've been playing a little bit since the May update. There's a big spring update was released, as you can see on your screens right now. So it incorporated new challenges, optional gameplay events. Towns demand additional types of cargo as their population increases. New industries are found on the map as the game progresses, and abandoned industries will disappear after some time. Customize financial and town growth factors within the advanced game options. Select the preferred lane for road waypoints. Use buoys for waypoints for ship lanes or buoys. Align the platform length to the length of the stopping train so that the loading and unloading time does not increase. All right. What else is there? Better cargo and passenger management. I think this part is great. Configure alternative terminals at stations to handle multiple vehicles on one line at the same time, and expand the capacity of stations with modular buildings for passengers and cargo. That, again, is another great addition. More fun and options. Sound the vehicle horn in the cockpit camera. Place whistle posts on the tracks to make trains use their horn. Use custom colours to set vehicle or line colour. And lastly, there's some improved modding support and many other improvements and stuff like that, which is all available in the Transport Fever 2 wiki. All right, so we understood all that. Excellent. So what we've got is we've got one map ready to go, and it's ready for us to go. I just wanted to go through. There's some people that are happy to know how to set up a new game. So I'm going to go in free game and just show you. So you can come in here, you can set your climate. Nothing here has really changed. And then once it's formulated the basic map, here we go next. Now this is where you set up your mods and everything. So you go custom. And you can change this to what you like and set everything up. If you don't go custom, you can just use either of those like that. But if you do the custom, you can go into here. And obviously, you've got other things here. But if you go into custom, you then go into settings. And you've got a whole pot. This is all your mods in here. And then you've got your advanced settings as well. So the advanced settings, you can set your climate, your vehicles, your town names. So for instance, in the one we're going to be playing, I'm using European vehicles. I'm using Australian. It's not in the list. Where is it? It's gone. I don't know where it's gone. Okay, I should have a mod there for Australian town names. I don't know why it's not coming up now. Right, let's have a look. Because the mods aren't on. Right, so if I come down here and I'm going to select my, where is it? Here, Australian town names. I'm going to turn that mod on, okay? I come in here to advanced settings and I go town names. I've now got Australian town names, okay? And that's what we've got set for our save game. And in here we can change our maximum loan, our loan interest, investment costs, all that sort of stuff. Okay, so that's your advanced options. But this is where we set the mods. Now, you turn the mods on, just as simply as that. Okay, sometimes it will give you a display of what the mod is you're turning on, sometimes it won't. Okay, but as you can see here, I've got a lot of Fun Clive mods. CW315, a mate of the channel. We use virtually every one of his mods, as you can see here. Plain Simple, and a couple of others in particular that we use a lot of. But anyway, so this is where you go through and you select all your mods. Now, some mods are here from the game developers. So Urban Games got here, no end year for vehicles. Sandbox mode, okay? So in sandbox mode, you can change everything. You can add and subtract industries all you like. You can add more cities easily, all that sort of stuff. Anyway, so that's what you would do. Then you go save and you start producing the map and go into it. We're not going to worry about that, okay? That just gives you a basic overview of the settings of setting it up. So what we're going to do is we've got our YouTube series here. So it's just a blank map. We went through a couple of different maps and got one that we sort of liked. This tells you all the mods we've got enabled. And similarly, if we're loading a game, we can also come into the options and select our mods. And as you can see, these are all the mods we've got selected, okay? And our advanced settings, all that, remain the same as if you were creating a new game, okay? I'm going to press OK. That's the map I want to load, and I want to start. And then we'll get into the game, and we'll be right back. Okay, so here we are. This is our map. And like I said, it's all been set up. We have some wonderful Australian names here. Where are we? Where's my controls? Rugby, Tuja, Wynyard, Morfett Vale, Horrocks, Crafters, Blackhall, Bendigo, Horrocks, Lawrence, Launceston, at my place of birth, Robe, Bundaberg, Denham, what else we got over here? Blair Gowrie, Ulverston, We've got Parramatta, just nearby to where I live now. Sorrento, Texas. No, not the Texas in the US. Townsend, Griffith, Tongala, Kalgoorlie, the mining place. Yarrawonga, Skipton, Argelon, Loon, and back up here to Rugby and Tuja. So, okay, where are we going to start? So, I'm going to start on this island part here in the middle. Now, what we normally like to do is start off with buses and get passengers moving. We've got to start creating some of that demand. The other thing I want to start getting going is some I want to pause it again, is some industry. Now, one of the reasons why I grabbed this one is we've got some industry down here ready to go, and it's really well positioned. So I've got oil wells here, and here. I've got 4 there. I've then got an oil refinery here. I've got a chemical plant over in here. And then I've also got a fuel refinery over here. Now, the fuel refinery is also co-located next to another oil well there, another oil well there, and another oil refinery. So there's plenty of oil. Now, we've also got a food processing plant over here with a farm here, another farm over here, another farm over here, 2 farms here, another farm over here. So, and a farm down here, we can get over to here, and then we can just distribute the food. Now, remember with our demands, both for passengers and for industry, but industry in particular, if we were to ship, so say we ship oil to the refinery, we get paid for doing that. However, the refinery won't actually output any processed oil or refined oil until such time as there is demand for it. So we can offload a whole pile of oil up here, but it won't do as much good until we've got a demand for it being used. And that demand would be a route selected or set up to go from the refinery to our chemical plant or to our fuel refinery. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a very basic freight line between one of the oil wells, the oil refinery, and I'm going to go up here to this fuel refinery, because the chemical refinery is a partial step that produces chemicals or plastics that go into making these goods over here. So to get this to produce, I've then got to have that going over here and then being demanded over here to produce these. So the easy one to get demand up is this one over here. And I want to do it very simply and very cost effectively. So I'm going to be very cheap and nasty with how we do it. So let's get into it and see what we can do. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put down my railway line. Now I'm just going to put a road up here, and you'll see why in a second. So there we go, put a road there. Back to my railway. I'm going to grab my basic one platform, one rail line freight station. Okay, and there we go. We're going to put that in there. I'm going to bring that down. Yeah, I'm going to expand the other way so I can bring that down. So as you can see, it's triggering, once it's connected to that road, it's triggered to bring freight items from that area into this station. Okay, that's how we know, for those of you that haven't played this before. I'll try and keep basic tips as we're going along as well. So there we got that station. Right. Now I want another station over here. Now this one's going to be a bigger station. It's going to have to grow. Well, I'm going to make this a through station because we don't want stuff to go through both sides. So we rotate with the N and the M key, and then fine rotation is holding Shift M, Shift N. Now I'm going to put that in there like that. But I want 2 stations, 2 platforms at least, or 2 roll lines. Sorry. So I'm going to have one line initially, just for the oil to come in from the refiner, from the oil well, and then one line to go out with the refined oil. Okay, so we've got that. So now what we want to do is we want to get a rail line up. So we just need a basic track coming up through here. I'm going to try and minimize expenses. I'm going to have to put a tunnel in there. I don't think I'm going to get around that. Like that. And then we're going to have another spur line that's going to go off through this way. Again, it's getting expensive, but it's just what we've got to do. Keep it down as shorter movements, keep it. So what it does when it tries to build the rail line, it tries to keep it as level as possible. So you can see it's filling in there or carving away as it needs to. And that's because it tries to keep the line as level as possible. If I did very short things, you'll see that the rail line will ebb and flow up and down all the time. So it's just, you just got to try and do a bit of a balance between the cost. So as I go up here, you can see I'm not spending as much money there, but the more money I'm spending there, so I'm doing more cutaways, I'm doing more land work. Right. Now this has got to come down through to here. Now I'm going to bring my station out. So this has got more than one platform. So then I want to put a crossover in here. So trains can come either way and go into either platform, like that. Right, we're going to bring this across. Again, trying to keep our costs down as much as possible. I am going to take a loan out shortly just to get us started. We already start with a loan with the amount of money we have to start with. Now I'm going to do that to this side. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a secondary parallel line in here. So I'm going to have an up and down line. So these lines that I'm currently doing, this line here, along with the other line, are going to be one way only. Like that. Now I'm going to bring that into there like this. Okay. Too much slope. Okay, fine. Right, what we're going to do is we're going to delete that out, that out, that out first. I'm going to bring my line in through here so it gets that built. There we go. Now, what I'm also going to do is I'm going to bring a secondary line in there like that. I'm just going to get this set up. It's going to have to be... Yeah, I'm going to have to do this a bit weird. Like that. It's going to come in on a relatively straight area somewhere here. No, I'm going to have to do it the other way. The other way, it's easier. Bring that out there like that. Then you're going to come down there like that and join into there. There we go. Right, and then they're going to join up in here. Where you're there and join up there like that. Right. So they're parallel now. That's fine. Now, this one here, I'm just going to join that up into there. Right, for now. So that's just going to be singular. This is going to be singular in here. Not a problem there. Now, what I need to do is I also need to I'm going to bring that down. Like that. I'm going to bring that in. Like that. Okay, now I need to put some signals in. Now, I'm using one-way signals. So, one way up, one way down. So, I'm going to put a signal there. I'm going to come back up here. I'm going to put a signal on this side of the junction, that side of the junction, and that side of the junction. All right, now, we'll space these out. Now, these, like I said, these are one way. So, I'm putting these out. So, this actually gives room to have multiple trains on these sections of track. Well, on each section, okay? Go to there, to there. What have we gone through? We've got 3 million left. That's going to be okay. We should be okay with that. There we go. Now, the problem is, though, as soon as we start paying maintenance on all the track, all the signals, and everything else that's in it. All right, so I'm going to put that there. Okay, that's done. Excellent. Now, what we need to do is we need to finish that track line up and run our other station. So we've got to come all the way up to here. So let's have a look and see what we're going to do here. Again, I'm going to put a spur road up here just because it makes it easier to join in. So we do that. We then grab our building, terminus freight station. I am going to put 2 on here because I'm going to give it an alternate stop. So we're going to go there. And there, that's fine. He's done. Right. Now what we need to do is get a rail line and join them up. So here we go. Track. Now I always do this. I always do my entrance and exit normally from station. So I'll do a parallel line out. And then we'll do crossovers. That just means that coming down, I can get to both tracks both ways. So if I'm coming down, if I put my signals in here now. Okay, so I'm coming in on this line here. The train coming in on this line can go straight ahead into this platform, or I can get in here to this platform, and then coming out, it can come out down to this line, or out straight up to this line. The other way we can do things as well, we also have the ability to put in a double slip switch. But we'll get into that a little bit later where we actually use one. Like at the moment, we're not going to be using it for there. So that's fine. Now, here, we're just going to put a single line in at the moment to save us money. So it's just going to be a singular line to there. And yours going to go out to there like that. Somewhere. There we go. All right. Now, what I'm also going to do is going to put a signal just here. So trains coming in on this section, on the one-way section, or the single rail section, will have priority. So that's okay. All right, where are we going? We're going over to there. Right. So you have to be zoomed in to a relatively close point to lay a rail. So go over there again. Try and choose. That seems about right there. That'll be. It's still got a bit of cutaway. Go through here. Yep, going in the right direction. And we're going to come in here and we're going to merge through here. Okay. Now, same again on here. I'm going to put signals in here because we're going to be going there. So I'm going to have, again, it's going to give way to any line that's on, any train that's on that singular line at the moment. We will put signals there and there. That'll be fine. I need to put signals in here and here. And I'll put another lot there and there. All right, that's got that. Excellent. Done, done, done. You're all done. Excellent. Right. Now, what do we need next? We need some trains. So I'm going to put in... Oh, geez, that's not good there, is it? Why is it going so far down? That's a bit bizarre. Buildings. Why did that... Oh, because it was a port, was it? Okay. I grabbed a port by mistake. Okay. So we're going to grab a... see, I need to come this side of the line, don't I? It's too close to town, though, then. This is a three-way. So what we can do is I'm going to do this. Like that. Now, for future work, that will just head out there, and that will head out there like that. And then we'll put in our slips, like that, like that. Okay. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to bring that to the... too much curvature. Okay. All right. So we'll bring that... Still too much curvature. All right. Into there. Let me get you in that way. There we go. So sometimes you just got to play around with it a little bit, but it'll be fine. Okay. So now we've got our 3 first stations in, so we can set this up now. So what we're going to do is we're going to set our routes. So we want new line. We want from the refinery, from the oil well to the refinery. And then we want from the refinery to the fuel refinery. There we go. We've got 2 routes set for rail. Okay. We're down to 1.4 million. Now I'm going to want to increase my loan, so I'm going to borrow 2 million. Oh, there we go. I got 8. Okay. Now what I need to do is I need to buy 2 trains. So I'm going to buy vehicles. I've only got the D 1/3 available. I'm going to buy 2 of these. Now you'll see why in a second. Now, tank car, I can use this tank car, which has a top speed of 50k, capacity of 5. It takes crude oil, and fuel, loading speed of 1, emission, blah, blah, blah. So this one here has more emission, higher emission, and takes less, but it has a higher top speed. Okay. Now, the top speed of our locomotive, though, is 40 kilometers an hour. So in this case, it doesn't do any good buying the faster tank because it's not going to go any faster than what this one is. All right. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add 1, 2, 3. What have I got there? 3.69 million. Okay. I'll cut 1 or 2 off. There we go. So I'm going to buy them. So we've now bought those trains, 2 locomotives with 9 carriages each for fuel or bulk liquid transport. And they're sitting here ready to go. So now I want to assign them to a route. So I go up here and I select set line, line 1, set that one to line 2. All right, so they're now set for their line. So if I look at line 1, it's got 1 train, line 2's got 1 train. Excellent. Now, this is where one of the changes to the stations was and routes was done, which is really, really good. So in this one here, we've got both lines are coming to this train station. Now, normally, when we look at the lines coming into a station, this is what would happen previously. Okay, it just comes in. Each one gets assigned a line, and you may have to share it. So, for instance, we may get the situation where lines 1 and 2 only use this one. So if there was another train waiting to use, like in here unloading, another train wanted to use it, it'd have to sit there and wait. Okay. Well, it's a little bit different now. So while we can have that definitely out there for 2, because we know we've got the 2 lines, what we can also do now is we've got this button here. And what this does is it means we can use an alternate as well. So now what it's going to do is it's going to provide us, the primary it's going to want to use is Terminal 2 at Arjaloon South, but it can also use as its backup as an alternate, station number 1 or platform 1. And we can do exactly the same thing with line 1. So it's primarily going to be using Terminal 1 or platform 1, and we can add platform 2 as an alternate. Okay, so if these are full with a train, they've got the capacity to use another terminal. Anyway, all right, so that's all set, ready to go. Now, what we also need to do is start setting up buses and getting things like that running. Now, I'm going to, where am I going to start? We'll start over here at Rugby. So I'm just going to do a little bit of work here. Now, we are going to go into debt straight away. I mean, that's a given with the game. Because we are expanding quicker and bigger than what we probably should, but that's just what it is. So, we're going to put a vehicle, what's the name there? There we go. Now I'm going to put a bus station. Now, I'm going to have to think about where I'm going to put a train station. So for here, this will probably be a terminus station, and I'll probably put it out here. Although that is a bit of a hill there. I think we'll probably put it here, actually. So what we'll do is we'll build a street. So we can do this as well. So I'm going to build a street here. Go across to there. Like that. Now I've got tools here where I can actually lock that down. So that becomes a player-owned area. So it won't build around that yet. Okay. So we can do that. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my bus station in here. And then what the placement of this should be such that when I put a train station in here, so I'll just show you what I'm going to do. If I put a train station in here at a future date, that station there will feed passengers for this station as well, because it's within range. Okay. All right. So we've got our bus tram station in there, and now we need to put bus stops in. Now, traditionally, and I mean, I may have this mechanic wrong, but that indicates to me that with that bus, it'll collect passengers from all the area where it's been highlighted white. Okay, but it's a long place to walk, so I don't do that. I tend to saturate it with bus stops. Now, the thing is too, is I'm never normally mindful of my route. I'll normally just put in train stations on both, bus stations on both sides, and don't worry about the route they're taking. I'm going to try and be a little bit more studious with that this time and see if it makes any difference to us. So they're all going that one way, so that's fine. I'm going to set up the bus routes now. So new line, bus there. So I'm going to go there, there, and see, it doesn't make any difference because it's just doing what it wants to do. Right, so it's going out. Oh, I'm doing it the wrong way around, so that's okay. Let's clear that out. Okay, so from there, we'll go up this way. So there, to there, to there, to there, and then that's it. Yeah, that'll suffice. That's going to be my bus there. So we are in Rugby, right? So I'm just going to put in my bus Rugby internal 01. Right, so just name that so I know what it is. Okay, so I've got buses set up for that. So now all I need to do is buy some vehicles. I'm going to buy some stagecoaches. I'm going to buy 5. Done. That's set up. So Rugby's got a bit of transport going, so that'll start getting some passengers running there and get some demand. I'm going to go over here 2J. Again, looking at where I might put a train station. I think we might do a through line through here somewhere, even if it goes tunneling under to Kalgoorlie. I think that'll probably be our first passenger line through that way. Because we do want to get demand in here, because this is where we're going to be taking our fuel. Now, the other thing is too, I want to set up, before we go too far with 2J, I want to set up a freight area here as well. So I'm going to put in another road and join that up to there, like that. I think what we'll do is we'll... I'm going to do it anyway. There we go. I'll delete that house, delete that. I then want to take ownership of that area there, and I'll take that one there. Right, so that's fine, and that's where we'll put our train station later. Now again, I'm going to grab my building. I'm going to put my tram and train station, or tram and bus station over here. Again, hopefully when I place my down here, my train station, it'll be close enough. All right, now we're going to put the bus stops in, and again, I'm going to have to watch this time my arrow so I know where I'm putting my bus stops. I'm going to put one there. I'll put one there. I think we'll come down there to there. I'm going to put 2 different bus routes in this one, and then we'll put another bus stop up here for any demand that grows up here. There we go. Right, so that's going to be one, and then I'm going to have another one that's going to go the opposite way. So I'll come up here. Don't have to go over there. I need to go up to here, so I need that on. Actually, I want to come this way, actually. Yes, I'm going to put a bus stop there, a bus stop there, stop there, and I'll put another. I'll put one there. Right. So let's set up the bus stops, or the bus routes. So I'm going to go from there. That one's going out to that way. Yes, and then going to there, and then to there, to there, to there, there. That's the outlying route. There we go. So which one's this one? This is 2J, isn't it? So this is bus 2J internal 01. Okay. So, and then I'm going to do new line from here. You're going to go, where we go? We're going to go to there. And then we're going, where are we going then? To here. And then to there. I didn't think I had one up here. No, that's it. That's what we're going to do. All right, and that one's going to be bus 2J int 02. Okay, there we go. So we've got that set. I need to have a vehicle depot in here. So I'm going to put a road depot in over here. Like that. Excellent. And then now we need to find where our freight is. So I'm going to come over here to my layers. Look at where my freight is concentrated, where I need to send that. And that's all the industrial. So that's the yellow. That's over here. So I think what we'll do is if I put a freight there, that covers off most of those. Most of them. If I put it there, it will cover them off. So, but it cost me $500,000 to wipe out the building. So that's why we don't want to do that. If I come in here, that covers off most of it. I'm going to do that, then I'm just going to join it up like that. Okay. And then hopefully I shouldn't need to put any distribution. Oh, I will put distribution in. Okay, let's do it anyway. So I come back to my buildings. I'm going to put a truck unload stop here. And I'm going to put a truck unload. I'll do it this way. I'm going to do a truck unload there. Truck unload there. And I'll put one just here. That should be enough. Right. So a new route. New line from there to there to there to there. Right. And that should be fine. So this one here is going to be labeled truck 2J internal 01. Okay, so now we need vehicles. So again, we come over to our vehicle depot here. I'm going to buy vehicles. I'm going to put 8 stagecoaches. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go, and they're going to go on 2J internal 1. The rest of them are going to go on 2J internal 2. Then we want to buy vehicles, horse-drawn carriage. I'm going to buy 3, buy those, and they're going to go on truck 2J internal 1. Okay, so now what we've got demand developing in here for our fuel, but we haven't got any fuel coming from here. So what we now need to do then, if we've got enough money to get it done, is to get a truck over here. And so this will start developing our demand. Put that in there like that. And quite simply, all we need to do now is put a route, new line, from there to the truck stop, like that. So this one here will be our fuel. So this one here is going to be renamed truck 2J fuel supply external 01. Okay, so that's now going to be providing that out there to that, which is fine. So now we need some more trucks or horse-drawn carriages, I should say. And I'm going to get 5 of them. I'm going to buy those, 5 of them here. I'm going to assign those to that route there now. So now we've got all this set up. Right, so we've got a train going from our oil well to our refinery, a train going from our refinery to our fuel refinery. We've got transport going from taking our fuel from our fuel refinery to Tudjay City. We've got buses in Tudjay, we've got buses in Rokeby, and the next one we need to do was Kalgoorlie. But I think for now we'll just do this and see if we can make a profit. Here goes. Now, these episodes as well, by the way, are going to be longer. These are going to be about an hour each because it takes a while to get everything done. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to fast forward and get that going. So let's have a look and see. So our trains are heading out now. Let's follow our 2 trains. So I'm going to... There he is there. I'm going to bring him out there like that. Okay, train 1. And there's train 2. I'll pull him out there like that. And then what we should start to see straight away is the demand should be showing here. And look at this. Straight away we've got demand here, okay? Which is excellent. So that just shows that our oil well is producing, already well in the production, okay? So it's getting ready for shipment. Now what we're waiting is, we've got no alerts up here to say none of our routes are bad, which is good. So now we're just waiting for our first train to come up and over, down in here, and collect this, and then bring it up here to our refinery. Now, that's one hell of a grade there, I think, coming up in there. That's why they're having trouble, because it's only a very weak engine, not very strong. So it'll take some time. Actually, he's the one going off the other way. So it's this second one we're going to be getting first. Now, train 2 is the one we want. Now I want to go on line 2, and I want to make sure we're doing managed line. Arjun South, I want to make sure that's taking a full load. So change that to full load all. Yeah. And here he is. He's coming in. As we can see here, he's also on this. In there. He's got a full load, 45. And off he goes. So there we go. That's happening. Excellent. Happy with that. Right. Now we need to get passengers going here as well, but as you can see, we're already at minus 179,000 with all the costs going on, and that's to be expected. So there's our trucks. They've already been waiting for delivery, but they can't get one, so they're going to go back off again. Again, I want to make that wait for full delivery. There we go. Done. He's going to turn around and go back now because he's not going to have a load. By the time he gets back, this guy over here will have offloaded and our refinery will start producing the refined oil. See, this is where the costs come into it. So they've already lost $157,000 each in operating costs. But so we'll see how much this one's going to make with its first delivery, or this one here, actually. Now we can see, we'll see when it drops off as well. We'll see the production start to ramp up. Here he goes. How much are we going to make? $375,000. Okay, and here we go. So he started to bring in the produce, and over here you will have seen there it is there. The oil comes in. It starts making it into refined oil, which is over here waiting to be picked up. So now when this train gets back, he'll be picking up from here. And you can see that we've got product here in waiting. So that's what I'm saying, that that station has product there waiting. And then so there'll be demand over here very soon. All right, so let's have a look at our money and see. So railroad this year has actually made a profit just at the moment until our next lot of costs come in, and that'll bring it back down again. Our road is still making a loss, and that'll come with time. Once our trucks start transporting, it'll be a bit different, and once our buses start becoming a bit more full, that will change that as well. Okay, there we go. So the signals all works. There's been no collisions. And so what this allows now with all these signals is this train, once it's full, there he goes, he can start coming up on the same line, but it's the signals that are separating him. So there's blocks, and it can't go into this block here until it's clear. So this signal here will block transport, any traffic going to this block until it's clear of this signal. So we can keep traffic moving without it actually causing collisions. Here he comes. He's going to come in, and you're going to see him load up on this. He's not going to get a full load by any means because we haven't processed enough. He's going to take 22, 21, 21. There we go. That's what he's got. But he's going to wait. Now, he won't be able to wait in time, but by the time he's finished, in fact, I want to make that, change that now. I already did change that. That's okay. I don't think he's going to wait long enough for this delivery, to be honest. I think he'll leave before that gets delivered. But we'll see. We could be really lucky. So what I want you to do is I want you to turn around, go back, you can load up. So we do have the ability to turn them around. I'll send them back to depot if we want, but see, we're just going to maximise and get him filled up. There you go. Now he's got a full load. Right, so we've now got more being produced, which is excellent. Right. So now he needs to turn around again. Right, and he's gonna take off. Waiting for that signal to be clear. Now he's gone. Right, because I haven't got another signal in here. So he was waiting for that train 1, to clear this signal before he came out. All right. So now it's a matter of seeing how much money we make from the fuel going up here as well. But that's for the moment, that's okay. So while we're waiting for that, let's have a look and plan out what we're going to do next. We are going to have to probably go into debt a little bit more. That's okay. The other option we had is obviously we could use some road transport and get some more oil up. But I don't know if it's really going to be worth our while in that regard. It's very slow going up here. I might have to rework this, make it a tunnel. I might just have to, at some point, change that into a tunnel because it is Let's have a look at the topographic. I should have probably done that before I ran the line, to be honest. Contour lines. Yeah, see, it's very. I should have actually brought it down this way. I should have come down south of Arjun. Arjaloon, sorry. Anyway, we haven't done that, so that's okay. All right, so you're heading up to get paid. You're heading up to get paid as well. So that's all right. Once we get some better engines anyway, that won't be so much of an issue. It'll just sort of ride on through. But as you can see, he's making some profit now. When the next expenses due? Soon. Another 10 days. All right, I'm going to see how much he makes this time. Should be about the same amount. Here he comes. $375,000. Okay, cool. That's all right. And we've now got another 45 production waiting. So if we go in here, look at the terminals. We've got 22 waiting. Okay. Now with these terminals, and what they were saying with the update as well, is you can now get buildings, cargo buildings, right? For instance. So if I add that cargo building, it'll also add space for 80 cargo items. Okay. So when we look here and we look, this is how much cargo. So by default, this platform, or each platform, the platform itself, the terminus, can hold 40 goods items. Okay. Each platform can hold 160 for this length of platform. The longer the platform, the more goods it can have. But then if I add the terminal buildings as well, then that means we get even more in there. All right, I'm going to go over to him. Where is he? No, I want to go over to him. Oh, he's already done it. He's already been paid. Look, 245,000. So we made profit. Okay, so we made a bit of money, and now here we go. So you can see the fuel is now here. Now, what I want to do here, while we got a little bit of money, I want to configure this. I want to extend that out. 1, 2, like that. And I'm going to put a large cargo building in. I'm going to put that in there. So that's what we've done. So the large cargo building adds 75 cargo items. So now if I look at this terminals, I've got 75 storage plus what I can store on the terminal itself, the platform, which is 120 because I've upgraded it. So default is 40 and each upgrade is another 40. So 120 plus 75 I can store in this freight terminal for vehicles. All right, that's good. So that now means that this will start producing, and there we go. So we've got fuel being taken over here. That fuel will then also increase the demands of the city, but it will also grow the city quicker as well. Okay, so if I have a look at Tujay, you can see here, so far we've got 0 out of 58. So we need a minimum supply of 58 to start getting growth from industry in supply. But we should find that very soon, 1 or 2 of these trucks at least should go over there and start supplying fuel in here, and we'll start to see, hopefully, workplaces increase and residents increase at least. Let's see, we've got 1 truck gone in. No, he didn't have anything on him. Next truck. Still nothing. This truck, there we go. 1 of 58. All right, so this will start receiving that now, and it'll start actually distributing that out. And then what we'll see, you can see here, is this is a brighter yellow. That means it's getting more supply. Okay. So its supply rating is 100%. So it's getting its supply. Okay. These ones here, supply rating is 0 because they're not received any. All right. So yeah, but anyway, that's all working there so far. Now all we need to do is make some more money. Right, so where are our trains? Waiting for free path. So he's full ready to go. Waiting for that line to be clear. And here he is just cleared up. There you go. All right, excellent. Things are happening. Now let's have a look and see, are we making any money yet? So we've made money. Look at last year, we made $500,000, so we covered our costs, which is good. So that'll keep going. It's just our road we need to get up and running, and then we also need to get our passenger rail up and running. Okay, things are looking good there. So I think probably the easiest thing to do next would actually be to tie in these two here to this as well and make some more money that way. The only problem is, probably should have put in a through line here. I can change that. That's just going to be costly. Otherwise, we just tie in through here somewhere. Maybe we tie in it here. I didn't really do that very good as an option. All right. So I know. I think coming off there is the only place we've got to go. So I'm going to pause it. I'm going to take more of a loan. That should be enough. I just want to start getting this rail run down here. Yeah, I think if I run it off here, that should be okay. Yeah, let's do that. So what we're going to do is I'm going to run it from here down here like this. Not too bad there. And then we come in, we bring that off. And then we're going to, well, in fact, all three of these can come up in this one line up through here. So I think we just come straight down through here. Yeah, I don't like the way it's done that. That's okay. That's okay. We'll leave it like that. Yeah, I'm not going to spend any more money on that. Now like that. And we'll have to do the parallel lines because we're going to have a number of trains on through here. So we've got no choice but to do that, really. In here, what else have I got down here? We're going to run anything else through there. No, so it can be a terminus station if I wanted to, but it's just not going to fit as well. So, so it needs to be one platform at the moment. That reduces our costs, so therefore 189,000 there. We can do the same here. Now the big problem is going to be buying the trains. That's where the expense comes in. Got station in, and the fact that we're paying money on this. What can I get my loan up to? There we go. That's maximizing my loan. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to I'm going to manage the vehicle. I'm going to duplicate, and duplicate. Those three there. Set line. Actually, can't. I'm just going to put them on line 1 for now. And then we can pull them off and change them as we need to. So, well, actually, no, if I pause it, it'll be, yeah, okay, we'll just leave it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get this rail run here. Bring it out straight. So later on I can do the signaling or the, what's the name? Bring that up. That. And then we're going to bring that up. Like that. Fine. Bring that down to there. Right. That's done. And then we bring a line out from here. Straight. Right, you can come up there. To there. Okay, now we need to get these lines to form into each other. So we're going to accept that one there. You're going to come down here like that. You're going to go off there like that. Try and keep as close to that next crossing as possible while not causing any issues. And then you'll come around there. There we go. Come into there like that. And you'll come up to there like that. There we go. Again, done. And then all we need to do here is for signals is we put that one-way signal there. One-way signal there. We need to put some others up the other end of the line. Like that. And I'll put one there. Yeah, I'll put one there. That means that one's there's got priority. Right. Okay, let's put signals down in here. And we can just get this line running then. Or those two lines. Then we do the third one later. Yeah, I don't like doing this, but anyway, we'll do it anyway. It's all right. You there. Another one there and there. Right. Okay, that's done. So now what we need to do is just set up our lines. So again, actually, before I do that. Right, in here, we're going to configure this station. We've got another two lines coming in now. So I want to increase this. So I'm going to grab my track. It's just expanding out the station. I put two more rail lines in. Then we need to put the platform in. Now this is a lot of money goes in this as well. Like that. Right, so we've now got 4 platforms in here. That's done. And then now what we need to do, we need to join that up. And the easiest way to do that is we are going to go from here. Again, similarly, I want to keep fairly close. Actually, before you do that, I've got to do this in here. Like so. And then like so. Like so. There we go. And then we can bring that up and in. Like that. And then bring that down in there to match. Trigger there. There we go. Okay. Signals. One way. Signal there. And I won't put a signal there. We'll just make these guys give way to him all the time. That's basically it. I'll put one there. I will put one there. I know it's going to cause probably a bit of a mess up there. But that's okay. All right. Now, I'm going to do the line. So we're going to quickly do the line. Then that'll be the end of this episode. So we're going to go new line from Rokeby to there. And a new line from there to there. Okay. So now what we do is we go into the vehicle workshop. We've got 3 trains sitting here. We've already assigned them to, we'll be assigned them to line 1. This one here, we're going to assign that to line 4. And that one there, we're going to assign to line 3. And then get them going. And then that means straight away we should see demand building down here. Demand's building there, as you can see. Right, excellent. Well, not demand, but supply. And supply's going there as well. Excellent. So now we're going to have all these extra trains, which means extra cost. But we're going to have them all in here and running, ready to go. There we go. Right. There we go. He's going on line 3. Let's watch him as we sign off for the episode. So thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I hope you are going to enjoy the rest of the series going forward for Transport Fever 2. It is a great game. Go check it out from Good Shepherd and Urban Games. Don't forget, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing. And if you do, make sure you press that alarm notification icon as well, so you're made aware when new videos like this are available on the channel. Don't forget, join us on Twitter, Discord, and Facebook. Details are down below in the description. And of course, more than anything else, take care of yourselves and your loved ones. And we'll see you again very, very soon back here at Duckstaller Gaming and Transport Fever 2. See you later. Bye.